Pretty good day to go golfing aside from a little wind, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was a lovely day out there, especially as we compare it to some of the elements we've been dealing with throughout the week so far. And we've got our second round of active weather en route. But when we look outside right now, still enjoying mostly sunny conditions out there, a bit of light cloud coverage at 20 degrees currently, with some stronger winds out of the southeast this hour. But look what's right on our doorstep. An active system brewing over central BC and just creeping over the Rockies into parts of the northern foothills right now. That's going to encroach into the Calgary area later tonight. So you're still good for the barbecue, you're still good for your golf, and having your sensitive plants outside for now, but bring them in later this evening. No watches and warnings so far, but I'm keeping an eye on that situation because that could rapidly change as we get closer to about 11 o'clock tonight. And certainly as we carry into tomorrow, there's a chance of maybe some rainfall warnings, thunderstorm watches and warnings as well. As we look at your 24-hour forecast here, brought to you by 5th Avenue Volkswagen, where you can win your ride. See dealer for details or visit 5thAvVW.com. We'll have more on your full forecast coming up.
And they had a great day at camp, too. Maybe a little rainy tomorrow, right?
Yeah, especially in those morning hours is when we're expecting the system to really develop over Calgary. So I know it was nice and sunny out there today, but keep the umbrella handy because you certainly couldn't tell outside right now through our Skywatch weather camera that any sort of active weather is on the way, but it is to the north of us and it is slowly brewing and getting closer and closer to the city. But temperatures, nice rebound today, back within that seasonal range there. Usual highs of 23 degrees. Today, downtown is sitting at 22 right now. Airport is 20. And over in Strathmore, you're sitting at 21. Get your daily dose of greens at Serenity Golf Club, just 20 minutes east of Calgary. Now, let's talk about our temperatures around the province here outside of Calgary and the surrounding area. Very similar temperature values so far. We still could get to about 21 here in Calgary, so we haven't quite hit that forecast high yet, but still much better than the temperatures we were seeing earlier this week. But it will be short-lived, these 20-degree temperatures and the sunny conditions, because like I keep teeing up, there is active weather on the horizon. So tomorrow you can notice 15 degrees is all we're going to get to for tomorrow afternoon as the system tracks in. Here's a look at it right now. Added the lightning layer in so you can already see as this system makes its way over the mountain range, it really starts to build that energy again, and it's circulating in a counterclockwise direction and getting more and more south. So let's check out the future cast here. Like I mentioned, we'll start to see these cells develop into Calgary right around 11:30 tonight. Timestamp here of 12:30 tomorrow morning. So it's looking pretty intense, the core of this system over Calgary right now. And this is just the precursor to the bigger event brewing over Revelstoke. So like I said, counterclockwise flow tracks more into Calgary throughout the morning hours tomorrow. And so this should clear up late Thursday afternoon, right around 5 o'clock. We'll start to see that clearing and then more sunshine on tap for your Friday to kick off the weekend. But it's a lot of back and forth here. We're anticipating that rain to once again return as we get into Saturday. But here's a look at the next 24 hours for you. That uptick at 11 o'clock tonight in those showers, and then it returns once again right around your morning commute tomorrow. If you have to head outside, it likely will impact the roads out there. That rain, Banff, a little bit of an earlier start on the rain tomorrow and a little less intense for Lethbridge, but it'll start later in the morning. So here's your regional forecast. Like I said, bit of a rainstorm sandwich for Thursday and Saturday, and in between you get some sunshine on Friday there. So take the breathers while you can, but keep that umbrella handy, especially as we get into tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
So, Gina, by tomorrow morning, things will start to get a little damp around here,
yeah,
right?
And a soggy start to the day for sure. It could start as early as this evening, actually, but we're holding on to the sunshine right now. Temperature out there is 20 degrees. En route for a 21-degree high that will hopefully hit during the 6 o'clock hour there. But as we look ahead to the next 3 days, I said in the last hit there, a bit of a rainstorm sandwich, if you will. For Thursday, we see that instability work its way in the morning, could bring anywhere from 10 to 20 millimeters. Back into some sunshine for Friday, and then we got more instability on tap for Saturday.
Let's go outside and check in with Gina now. It's a lovely evening, but this is kind of as warm as it gets for a while.
Yeah, we're not going to see temperatures in the 20s for the next couple of days, so enjoy it while it's around. A little breezy out here, though, but that's to be expected. Those winds out of the southeast at around 20 to 40 kilometers an hour for the next couple of hours, and that's what we're seeing on the screen here. Sitting at 20 degrees right now, a little hazy as well. Did smell a bit of smoke when I was out there, but you can see on our radar satellite there some change on the way coming out of the northwest, some instability on the horizon. So tonight, while there's no watches or warnings in effect currently, we're anticipating thunderstorms and a lot of rain starting tomorrow morning. We'll have those details coming up.
Thank you, Gina. That'll be a good one. All right, well, getting a great photo of your pet can sometimes be a little difficult, but this is a tried and true method to get that perfect picture. Peanut butter on the nose. This is Dude the dog. He's traveled to, you know, all of America's hot spots. Everywhere he goes, he's focused on licking the peanut butter, so his owners always get a good picture.
I was going to say, you know, it almost takes away from all the amazing places he's in because I'm so fixated on what Dude's getting up to there.
It's a little distracting, for sure. Well, I can personally attest to this one. Having two dogs usually means one of them is calm and one of them is crazy. Like me, this owner has one of each. When going in for a drink in the shower, the Golden Retriever, very delicate. The German Shepherd, full attack mode.
I'm curious what he would be like with peanut butter on his nose.
Enthusiastic,
yeah, to say the least.
Yeah. Well, it was hot out there today. If you're lucky enough to be near a beach, you can always stay cool like these two and go surfing. That's impressive. This is Rosina the surfing swine. She loves the sand, she loves the surf, catches a few gnarly waves, and then greets her fans who are waiting for her.
I mean, they say when pigs fly, but when pigs surf
is, yeah, that's impressive.
They're cute, too. They're
Didn't
like
expect
a good
that
time
from a
out
pig.
there.
Yeah, very good. A lot of horsepower is up for sale this weekend. Rows and rows of vintage tractors are going on the auction block. We have those details coming up next.
Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Seeing more of that sunshine today throughout the afternoon, but clouds starting to build out there, so mostly cloudy conditions right now. A little bit of that smoke smell as well with those southeasterly winds, so the air quality still in the low range right now, and it'll improve as we start to see more wet weather move in later this evening. Temperatures right now at 20 degrees. We are aiming for a high of 21, hopefully throughout the rest of this hour here, but might not make it quite to that forecast high today, as that instability will start to cool things off later tonight. Taking a look at that instability right now, starting to track closer and closer to Calgary here. So it looks like two different systems, but they're connected right now. It's a low pressure system that started over BC, starting to track into Alberta, and it'll dive down into Calgary as we get into later tonight and into tomorrow. So far, though, no watches or warnings associated with what's coming our way, but we are expecting a good chance of a thunderstorm to sweep over Calgary tonight before the more sustained rain moves in tomorrow morning. So let's track that for you. It is at around 11:30, 12 a.m. where we start to see that thunderstorm cell over Calgary. So that could bring some rain, some hail, some strong winds, and then more of that wet weather, that sustained rain enters the region as we get into Thursday morning and starts to dissipate late Thursday afternoon. Nice and clear for the most part on Friday, but you can already see more wet weather to the west moving our way for the weekend. Up to 10 millimeters expected, could get 10 to 20 with that first round of wet weather throughout Thursday there, so we'll keep an eye on that. Here's a look at your 24-hour forecast brought to you by Action Furnace, fixed right or it's free. Again, those thunderstorms could start as early as 11:30 tonight.
Well, if you don't mind golfing in the rain, there will be some opportunities over the next couple of days.
You'll have the course maybe all to yourself tomorrow. So. Yeah, definitely a wet weather event on the way again. We've had a few of these this week so far. So before we focus on that, let's soak in this beautiful sunrise that Rob captured for us out in High River this week for your weather window. Brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. So again, as it stands right now, no watches changes or warnings in effect for what's on the way, but we are expecting our first dose of unstable weather later this evening. Could be as early as 11:30. So you're fine right now, but maybe bring the delicate plants inside and any of those nice cushions that you might have out on the patio. Bring them in later this evening because it's going to be wet tomorrow too. We could see anywhere between 10 to 20 millimeters of rain, especially in the morning hours, and it'll really cool things off out there. So only aiming for a high of 15 tomorrow. That keeps us well below seasonal. Usual high is usually 23 for this time of year. So we get close to that, Tara, on Friday, and then it's just more of the same unstable weather for the rest of the weekend.
Good stuff. Thanks, Gina. Thank you for your company tonight. Have a great evening.